Skyblivion is releasing this year if everything goes to plan, but why should you care? You've probably already sunk hours into the official Oblivion Remastered, with its beautiful updated graphics. So why would you bother checking out Skyblivion, the fan-made mod version? Well, a lot of people don't seem to understand that Skyblivion is actually a complete remake of Oblivion, not just a remaster. And it was also made by fans of the series, not a third-party external studio. Let me explain exactly what that means and what you can expect from this remake. Starting with the locations, the world of the original Oblivion and also Oblivion Remastered was pretty generic. All the forts and inns all looked identical to one another, so after you've seen a few of them, they all really look exactly the same. And the dungeons also use the exact same tile set. But in Skyblivion, they've completely remade all of the forts. So you now have these castles that blend into the landscape and you can go inside them and there's actually things to explore before you enter the actual dungeon itself. Same with the caves and just the general landscapes have been completely redone from scratch. And the difference is truly night and day. There's also going to be entirely new locations that you'll be visiting that you've never seen before and were cut from the original game, but are still lore-friendly and fit in. Some of the existing locations have even been expanded with new dungeons that are actually unique. The cities have also been enhanced with new shops and clutter to make them feel lived in. And obviously, because it's Skyblivion instead of Oblivion, it's a mix of Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. So that means that the combat from Skyrim is going to be used along with its magic system and the health bars and everything. It's been Oblivionized, but it's still very much that awesome Skyrim combat system that a lot of us love. And that probably means that a lot of our combat mods will work as well if you want to customize it. And of course, the follower system from Skyrim is also being used. Because I don't know about you, but the one in Oblivion just feels so lackluster compared to the one in Skyrim. Another thing that I found really lacking in the original game was the roleplay decisions. But Skyblivion has apparently addressed this by adding deeper character choices that fit with different character backgrounds. So I'm curious to see exactly what this means. And all of the unique weapons, armor, and clothing have been redesigned from the ground up. And they've even made race-specific armor for Khajiits and Argonians. So subscribe if you want to see our Khajiit playthrough, because my goodness, I cannot wait to actually have some armor that suits my character. The realms of Oblivion have also been remastered, and to add more diversity to the Deadlands, they've also been inspired by the Elder Scrolls Online. And of course, the performance on the new creation engine is obviously going to be much better than the original Gamebryo engine used back then. Even the Unreal 5 remastered Oblivion version that we played recently, the performance was a pretty big struggle for a lot of people, especially trying to run ray tracing, but this game is going to be way more playable. And also, a lot of your ENB and graphical mods are probably going to work alongside Skyblivion. As for installation, I think you need to own Skyrim and the original Oblivion, and then you can just download and install the game all in one package. So you won't need some crazy understanding of mods to install the game. I believe it's actually going to be on the GOG store, which I'll link below, and you'll just be able to download it and then press install. But again, you will need the original Skyrim games to actually download and play it. But this isn't just going to be you replaying Oblivion. It's going to be a very different and tailor-made experience by the fans for the fans. So now we're going to check out the latest Skyblivion diary that was released yesterday to see how close the project is to release. It's coming this year if everything goes to plan. And if you have a moment, leave a like on the video to show your support for the team. I really want people to know that this project is worth playing, even if you played the official remaster. This is going to give you something way more. Yesterday, the Skyblivion team released a new development diary episode where they go over some of the things we've discussed in way more detail and also respond to one of the most asked questions.
It is safe to say that much has transpired since our last update, including the release of the official Oblivion Remaster, no less.
Indeed.
But rest assured, we continue to diligently strive towards completion of our Oblivion remake in Skyrim's engine. One of the most common questions we've received lately is,
what is the point of Skyblivion if the official remaster is already released?
well, the answer is simple. Skyblivion is a full-scale remake that reimagines Oblivion from the ground up, bringing it in line with modern RPG standards.
Already, just in these two clips, you can already see, look at the reflections, completely new textures and engravings and animations. And then we see this bookstore that has a bunch of clutter inside. And none of this stuff was in the remastered versions. So already you're seeing the difference.
While the official remaster impressively upgrades textures and assets, Skyblivion introduces entirely newly designed areas, dungeons, cities, gameplay enhancements.
And just as an example, we see a massive boss-looking arena with a sword in the middle, actually being lit by a skylight. This is how much care and attention has been put into making these locations completely new and unique.
Every fort, home, cave, and landscape has been thoughtfully redesigned, and we've infused this sort of creative detail to breathe new life into a beloved classic, one that's nearly 2 decades old. While we aren't in a position to provide an exact release date just yet, we remain confident we'll meet our goal to launch this year. We hope that this series will show you how far one of the most ambitious modding projects of our generation has come, and where we are headed. Welcome to the making of Skyblivion!
Yes. There's the Imperial City, the exit out of the sewers. Oh, dude, it just looks so epic. I'm still excited to play this, even after sinking so many hours into Bethesda's version of the remaster, which was obviously done by third-party studio Virtuous. Because I know that this has been created by such passion, by modders, by fans of the original games, and that's the reason they've gone above and beyond, recreating some of the boss battles, the combat situations, and everything. And I just think this is going to be epic beyond belief.
While progress has been steady, we are always looking for more volunteers to help us finish the project and get it into your hands as soon as possible. We are especially interested in modders with experience in script.
Even the realm of Peria has been redone here. Everything just now looks unique, like truly unique. And the Oblivion Remaster didn't go to this level.
Quests, editing records, perks, NPCs or level design, or 3D artists with experience of creating clothing or plants. If you have experience in any of these fields, or other skills that might be of use, feel free to apply at www.skyblivion.com/volunteer.
It's crazy that they've done this whole project with volunteers.
Stages of our epic quest to remake Oblivion.
The last push.
We begin our showcase in the lush, vibrant expanses of the Gold Coast. Located along the western edge of Cyrodiil, the region distinguishes itself from the rest of...
After playing Oblivion Remastered and the original game, there's just like rolling hills in the Golden Coast with a couple of mountains. This looks unique. You know, there's a story being told here. It does look more exciting to explore.
With its amber grasslands, sandy shores, and arid cliffs.
Man.
The warm climate of the Gold Coast nurtures unique flora and fauna, including cypress trees, aloe plants, goldenrod, and mandrake, all of which dot the region.
And they've
Additionally,
redone those
locals
too.
warn of mountain lions prowling the wilds. Yet there is more to the Gold Coast than sandy shores and sprawling fields. Scattered throughout the region, long-abandoned chateaux, fortresses, and even entire cities beckon adventurers.
I think that city might have been removed from the game. This was never in the original game, was it? But this is what I mean. Like, look at this location. This is bigger than some of these cities in the original game. And then this is clearly another location, which for some reason is now consumed by undead. And I think that portrait tells me that this might have something to do with the arena quest line. Don't want to spoil anything. But that just shows me the level that they've reimagined the original game to.
One such location is Such, a city that was cut from Oblivion shortly before release.
There you go.
For our remaster, we've worked to return such to some of its former glory,
My
maintaining
God.
its state of decay and bandit occupation, while expanding upon it to realize what was once a thriving city, now lost to time.
The fact that they had a bandit city in the original game is pretty awesome.
Most notably, such now has its own patron divine at the derelict chapel of Kinnereth.
Oh, cool.
Along the westernmost tip of the Gold Coast lies the city of Anvil, the seat of power for County Anvil.
It's
Known
so
for
much
its
bigger.
large harbour teeming with imported wares from Valenwood and Hammerfell, the city is, at its heart, a trading hub. When remastering Anvil, we wished to implement the original concepts of the city, which were imagined around a large central harbour basin. Our redesign
Wow, this was not possible in the original Oblivion and the old Gamebrewr engine that Bethesda used, whereas now the Skyblivion team in Skyrim have been able to recreate this exactly like the original concept art here.
proudly boasts a harbour fit for a city built around maritime trade.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Additionally, we've expanded the bustling docks outside the city walls. When entering Anvil via the main gate, you'll find yourself in the Westgate district, with its iconic mermaid statue.
Damn, son, that's been
Here,
upgraded.
you'll find shops to trade the loot you've collected on your travels, and inns that offer warm meals and cozy quarters, as well as a new open-air market and alchemy store.
Look at all the clutter and like the boots on the table. There's people manning these market stalls, and the world just
This
feels more
area
alive.
serves as Anvil's commercial hub. To expand upon this, we relocated the only general store, Lel's Quality Merchandise, to this district from its original location outside the city walls. This is because Anvil originally had but a single store, the blacksmith Morvane's Peacemakers.
That's quite
We've
funny.
also included an additional store to further enhance the shopping district,
Nice.
Tide and Tonic, Anvil's new reserve of all things alchemical.
And this is the other great thing. Like, they're like, okay, this is meant to be a massive city, and it's only got one store, and it's a city of trade. It doesn't even make sense. But now they've added in stores in a lore-friendly way, and they're probably going to have voice actors actually doing some of the lines for these new characters, which I absolutely love.
Following the path right, you'll come to the residential district. Here, Anvil's middle and upper classes live in terraced homes. At the pinnacle of the residential district stands the estate of the famed Argonian author, Quillweave. This
Wow, now that looks like a famous author's house. I mean, look at this.
district is where the residents of Anvil reside after
The
a long
rich
day
people.
working on the docks, or communing at the chapel. And thus we've tried to reflect this in the class-distinct clutter you'll find in this part of the city.
That's cool.
Returning back along the harbour, we next visit the Guild Gate district. Here, one may find the headquarters of the Mages Guild, with its manicured grounds,
Wow.
and the Fighters Guild, with its practice targets. Guildgate also features a harbourside warehouse and a shrine to Dibella, the divine matron of the city.
Goodness
This
me.
district overlooks Anvil's inner port, where wares and supplies are boated into the city via the large ships docked outside. Here you'll be able to navigate to either end of the city close to the water's surface, with the Guildgate district looming above.
It looks like a
Continuing
real
along the
functioning
harbour,
city.
we are greeted by the long-abandoned Benares Manor.
Oh,
Despite
yes.
its neglect and an unsettling eerie quality, the dwelling does have the potential for majesty.
That to me kind of hints that maybe they've made this into a fully functioning player home, because before it was like you did the quest, you discovered the sacrifices in the basement, and then you solved the situation, but the house was still kind of creepy. So it was never really a great player home. But this looks amazing. This is going to be like the best player home in the game by the looks of it.
It's the Anvil supply checkpoint, where goods and wares are inventoried before leaving the docks.
Cool.
The local guard barracks lie further along the main road, with its imposing structure and training yard keeping Anvil's protectors honed for the fight.
It looks stunning.
Rounding out the Chapelgate district is its namesake, the Chapel of Dibella. Its lush grounds make up the remainder of the city within the walls. The sprawling cemetery, dotted with grave markers and tombs, is a sobering reminder of the danger facing sailors on the high seas. In reimagining Anvil,
I can't believe they've gone to this level of detail to remaster remake all of the cities.
We've significantly enhanced the docks and the lower class quarters, both located in the dockside district, beyond the protection of the city's mighty walls.
Even the textures on the lower class buildings are all like moss covered and damp.
This bustling area is alive with vendors hawking their wares and seedy inns catering mostly to dock workers. Alongside the docks can be found the fortified bastion of Anvil Castle, home to Countess Milona Umbranox, who has ruled since the mysterious disappearance of her husband. This coastal bulwark's fearsome defensive capacity is rivaled only by the elegance of its splendid halls and grand balcony offering sweeping views of the ocean. No showcase of Anvil would be complete without the iconic lighthouse. Here, on the shore, iconic lighthouse.
Under the lighthouse here as well, this is also new. There's like a little hut and dock, and this massive port wall that goes all the way along. It's a proper city, this.
Iconic lighthouse. Here, on the shores of the Abessian Sea, one can view great stretches of the Gold Coast. Anvil, however, is not the only city in the region. High along the plateaus on the far eastern fringe of the region lies the smouldering city of Kvatch.
Wow,
devastated by a Deadric siege.
This is going to be so epic to play through. They've gone to this length on Anvil.
We've worked to better realize the sheer scale of the destruction and atrocities committed in Kvatch.
Wow.
As you near the city gates...
Whoa. Seeing all these burning houses and the statue in the courtyard, it looks insanely cool.
You will see its guardsmen desperately defend makeshift barricades against a relentless horde of Daedra.
The Skyrim combat,
Yet,
I love it.
The horrors of Kvatch pale next to those awaiting through the gates of Oblivion. Upon entering the domain of Mehrunes Dagon, you will battle a host of new and terrifying enemies. From lowly scamps and clanfear to the nightmarish Daedroth, Spider Daedra, Atronak.
Forbidden Fire Atronak. I love this scamp's face as well. The lava of the Deadlands also looks better than the remastered in my opinion.
Civilai, you are all that stands between them and the people of Cyrodiil.
Incredible.
At the heart of each realm stands the Sigil Keep, a formidable tower that serves as the citadel of that world. Soaring above a treacherous landscape of molten lava and rocky escarpments, the hero of Kvatch must ascend the keep to claim the Sigil Stone.
Even the doors as well have been redone and all these spiky cages.
Summit, in order to seal the Oblivion Gate and return to the relative safety of Cyrodiil. That is, if they can survive the Daedric monstrosities defending its halls.
Check that out. That is very cool. It almost looks like stone, like it's been forged in the lavas of the Deadlands. Very unique. It's cool that they've gone for their own vibe, and I like how it feels a bit in between Skyrim and Oblivion.
To diversify the Deadlands, which at times were repetitive and monotonous, we've formed two distinct biomes. The Burn, the prototypical form of the Deadlands seen in vanilla Oblivion, and the Sever, as seen in the Elder Scrolls Online.
Ooh.
The Sever is characterized by constant lightning strikes from a livid blue sky, and pools of sizzling acid that dot the landscape between the ashen crags, allowing for new encounter types and unique gameplay experiences.
That's so cool.
Lastly, to further minimize the repetition of the Deadlands, we've expanded the pool of randomly selectable worlds from Oblivion's original 7 to 11.
Wow.
These new realms complement the 4 constant worlds tied to the main questline. If time permits before release, we hope to rework as many of them as possible to allow for greater variety when the player enters an Oblivion gate. Mehrunes Dagon's Deadlands are but one of the many unique Oblivion realms you'll encounter in Skyblivion.
This is the painted world, isn't it? Look at that. It almost looks like another game. The length they've gone to create a new, unique, modernized experience for like a little side quest like this is actually insane.
Some, like the vivid brush-stroked landscapes of the painted world.
Wow.
Or the idyllic sunset-bathed isles of Mankar Cameron's paradise.
Oh, so this is meant to be paradise, because I don't know what this sword here is meant to be. But look, there's like a golden deer. It looks very paradise-like. I felt like Oblivion Remastered not touching like the original paradise. Like you go there and it just felt like they didn't really have time with the level design. It felt like very unfinished in the original Oblivion, still quite unfinished in Remastered, but now this is insane. It looks like Cameron's palace could be up on this cliff here.
May seem peaceful next to the barren lava flows of the Deadlands.
Wow.
Don't be fooled. You're not safe in any of these realms.
Nope.
Next, we'll show off the brutal, gruesome arenas of Attribution Share, the realm belonging to Boethia, Deadric Prince of plots, cruelty, and torture. Here, you must defeat champions from every race of man, mer, and beast to escape her labyrinth. The pits are the Oblivion realm ruled by Periite, the Deadric Prince of Pestilence. When venturing this putrid land, mind your step, or succumb to the poisonous fumes that linger over much of Periite.
Look at how they've reused the hot pools of Eastmarch here, but they've got like bubbling acid inside it.
Do not venture into the realms of Oblivion unprepared. Arm yourself with clothing, armor, and weapons to bring to bear against the Deadric invasion. We've painstakingly reimagined every equipable item in Oblivion.
What is this? A spiked gauntlet?
In the vanilla game, most unique items are in name only, typically the same item with a stat boost or slight recoloring. We've remade unique items to be truly that.
You literally slap them with a spiked hand. That might be the most meme weapon I've ever seen.
Unique.
Truly
Here's
unique.
a look at the many weapons we've remade.
Look at this, the Brotherhood Black Hand. Is this meant to be the Blade of Woe?
Many of which now have custom attacks.
Custom attacks as well? I mean, this looks really unique. Wow.
Diversify your playstyle.
This is one of the best staffs in the game that I think you get at Rinder's Staffs. And it does fire, ice, and shock damage all at once. The glass mace. Oh, that's cool. It's just a big chunk of glass. Oh, the Dagger of Discipline. I was going to say, because the Blade of Woe, I think that needs like a darker, more satanic appearance. This almost looks sword-like for a dagger, doesn't it? But I do like the look of it. Wow, look, there it is. Whoa, that looks great. The Ebony Blade. Oh, yes. This needed an update. And this looks a lot more vampire-like now. The Staff of Everscamp. My god, that is so creepy with the scamp sitting at the top. Oh, the Wabberjack has been remastered. It's like the entrance to Sheogorath's realm with all his faces in different moods of the mad gods. And Sanguine's Rose, obviously retextured, carved out of some kind of shell, like from the sea. Like you'd imagine it to be, right? Umbra, my god, crafted out of ebony skulls of some kind. It looks really demonic. The Skull of Corruption, very cool. Yeah, and even these Dark
Enjoy a
Brotherhood
glimpse
robes
at some of the armors you can expect.
I do love the original Oblivion armor, and I think they did a great job with it in Remastered, especially like, you know, keeping true to the original game. This is definitely more of a remake, making it into realistic looking glass armor. Obviously, I kind of prefer the original though.
The armors you can expect to don in Skyblivion.
This is a great mix between the Skyrim armor and the Oblivion armor. They've taken some of the Roman influences too, so I actually dig that.
Beyond crafting each piece from the ground up.
And the Dwemer armor, this is way better than the original Oblivion, in my opinion. Like, this helmet is so cool. You look like a tank, and I love it when there's like uneven shoulders. And yes, they just said that we can craft all the armor. So once again, we can sit there and level up our blacksmithing to level 100.
Crafting each piece from the ground up, we've tailored them to accommodate the beast races, so that tails, ears, horns, and the shape of helmets themselves are taken into account.
Finally, someone has given me my beast armor. I always play a Gajit, and your tail sticks out through the armor on the back, and then your ears are just hidden, so it doesn't really feel like you are playing a different race. They've actually gone to the extra effort on each of the armors to fit those different race types, so really appreciate that, guys.
Themselves are taken into account.
Ages.
But our efforts extend beyond weapons and armor. We've also reimagined the clothing and jewelry.
Whoa! That is terrifying.
Skyblivion is a remake of a cherished role-playing classic
These robes are beautiful.
in a newer engine, and we aim to allow you to do just that.
Roleplay.
Roleplay any origin and character you desire, supported by the unique items we've provided.
Okay.
We can't wait to see the characters you create once Skyblivion releases. It has been a long road to get this far, and we are nearly at journey's end. That said, we can always use more hands to speed things up. If you are a skilled 3D artist, or you're an experienced Skyrim modder, especially when it comes to scripting, quests, editing records, perks, NPCs, or level design, please apply at skyblivion.com/volunteer.
I'll link it
Our
below.
developer diary series also nears the end, at least until work begins on the DLC after release.
Ooh.
We are particularly excited to reveal the Imperial City in our next diary,
Look at
which
that.
we've been working on behind closed doors. We are in our final year of development, and we cannot thank you, the Elder Scrolls community, enough for the faith you've placed in us throughout this epic journey.
Yes.
We're excited to show off more soon and get Skyblivion into your hands, but we've still got work to do in finalizing key areas and giving Skyblivion proper quality and assurance to make sure we all get the game that fans deserve. In 2025, you will slam shut the marble jaws of Oblivion.
Incredible. I cannot wait to play this. Now, if you want to sign up and support the Skyblivion team, I'm going to leave a link below. But if you want to know what they're actually doing and what it's like to work on this project, Heavy Burns has actually made a really cool video. He's the guy who does a lot of the cinematic footage for the development diaries. He's got his own YouTube channel too. And his most recent video, which I'll link here, he goes over how he actually builds the environment and all the work he's done on Anvil and some of the characters. And it's just so cool and insightful to actually look at how much dedication and detail is going into the game. So go and check him out, link below, and I'll see you in the next video.